Manik, please solve the question.
What should Logan do regarding the new team member? Question is Logan is the project manager of the pharmaceutical company. Recently, one of his projects experienced a change in team member assigned due to major organizational changes. OBA team member who remained on the project seeks Logan out to express concerns regarding one of the new team members, who he feels does not have technical aptitude to complete work assigned to him in his iteration. Logan trusts Kobe's judgment. Should Logan be regarding the new team member? The team member but reassess the work. Incorporate training and mentorship into the assignment. Nothing since the assignment has been made. So release the new team member is not possible because in Agile it is not preferable. So, and retain the team member but reassign the work. No, this is also not. Incorporate training. Yes, training is our main priority. So first incorporate training and mentorship into the assignment. So I can take this option and nothing since assignment has been given. No. So the C is the right answer.
C is the right answer and very well done. I really like the way how you answer the question. Although, so guys, this is a very important thing. The question was long. He took his time. For now, especially at your stage, you are at the initial stage. Don't worry about the time, how much time you are taking. I am saying it again and again. There are two things in PMP: understanding of question, learning the skill of the question, then doing the time thing. First step and the most important is learn how to solve the question. It is useless to solve the question in within the time and doing it wrong. The reason is that you need to do the questions right. I still remember one of my students, she was from Kerala, and she actually did not share with me and booked her exam. She gave exam at home. At question number 130, there was some internet problem and her exam cut off. Okay, her exam cut off. And you know, but when exam cut off, then you get the result, either pass or fail. Can anyone tell me what was the result? Anyone can put in the chat box. What do you think? What was the result?
Passed. She was passed.
She passed with all above target. She did only 130 question and she passed with all above target. 50 questions she never got the chance to do. 50 questions. Never got the chance to do. Why? In that time she did the questions right. And actually, I gave her the last night, okay, you are good to go for exam, book it. When I say good to go means you can book in 2 weeks. She booked it the next day. She said, I was waiting that word from you. Okay, now you are almost prepared, go for it. And same thing, Carolyn did it yeah, on Sunday. She did the exam. Please understand, solving the question is a skill. Like any other skill, it takes time. Don't worry about the clock. It will be there. I will be showing you there every question. Understand the question and solve it. Please. That's the most important thing. Basit, next.
Daniel is the project manager of an e-commerce website development project. Upon request from the client, Daniel accepted to add other elements to the scope with committing to the same delivery date. In order to able to execute more tasks and to maximize the time, Daniel decides to take advantage of teams that work in different time zones and different day. Daniel will be using virtual teams. Okay, that will be an option. Source selection criteria. Okay. Co-location will not be an answer because co-location depends on the same area. Pre-assignment will not be answer. Then because it's from different time zone, then
what?
Then virtual team will be the correct answer.
Virtual team is the right answer. Very well done. Very well done. So you see how he solved this question. He went to the last line, understand the context of the question, and solve it into that particular domain. Very well done. And guys, there is an option in the Zoom. You can directly send the message to me. Instead of sending to everyone, you can directly send it to me. It will be great because what happened, this is a human biasing. When you are putting the answer in, everyone will be looking to that answer and they can change their answer. I don't want that to be. So it will be great if you send answers directly to me. Faryal, would you like to solve the question? Faryal?
Yeah, sure, Amir.
Yes. Okay. Go ahead, Faryal.
So, leadership in project management is crucial to ensuring success. Which of the following statement defines leadership? The knowledge, skills, and behaviors related to specific domains of project program and portfolio management. The knowledge and expertise in the industry and the organization enhance performance and better delivers business outcomes. The knowledge, expertise, and certification required to lead a team to achieve project objectives. The knowledge, skill, and behaviors needed to guide, motivate, and direct a team to help an organization achieve its business goal. So for me, it is going to be D, Amir, because it englobes all the specification that a good leader should require to lead a team.
Yeah. Okay, what people are saying, anyone having a different answers? D, very well. Okay, everyone is almost right. Okay, we'll solve the next question. Shah Faisal? Shah Faisal?
Yes, Amir.
Yes.
Management and leadership have different focus on agile projects. Which focus on doing the right thing? Management, leadership, both, neither. The correct answer is leadership.
Very well done. Now you are very well in questions now. Inshallah, you will be PMP very soon. Mohammed
Sure.
Shoaib? Mohammed Shoaib, would you like to solve the question?
Sure.
That's a different type of question. It will be interesting.
What power type is used in this situation? Z is an experienced project manager for a restaurant and hotel equipment production company. Z superior decide to adopt agile practice, so he inform his team in order to start training for this shift. Uh, okay. Expert, referent, punishment, legitimate. That superior decide to adopt agile practice. So he informed his team in order to start training. So since superiors has decided and Z inform his team, so it's referent from superior to team.
No, you see, one thing you identified very good in the question, and one thing you missed. You did identify, which when I was reading the first time, I missed it. Z superior ordered it. You identify that. We are looking for the power that this is used. What power superior has used. The question does not say what power type Z use. What power type is used in the situation. And we are talking about the seniors. What seniors have used. Since they are senior to the organization, senior ask you to do the training, they automatically have the power. Okay? They automatically have the legitimate
power. Right.
Let's do the question, what if on this scenario? And I need everyone's answer. If the question says, Z is an experienced project manager and he is well versed in agile, he started training the team. What type of power it is? Sure, you don't answer.
So A option.
I am saying you don't answer.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, and that in that what if scenario, the A will become the right answer. So guys, when you are solving the question, from one question, you can make 5 questions. Like, what if this will happen? What if this will happen? And doing that scenario basically opens up your mind. Don't limit yourself on the questions. Am I making sense here? Yeah. Shah Faisal, use the right language. Somebody put yes, the language right needs to be done. Okay. Vasi, please, next question. Go ahead.
The behavior is an example of Stephanie has been a new member of the team on the recent project. She has become a very valuable team member because of her extraordinary interpersonal skills and ability to efficiently complete all activities assigned to her. Right now, for these reasons, senior management is promoting Stephanie to a project manager position that is currently open with the program. And the behavior is an example of McGregor theory X and Y, halo effect, Heisenberg theory of expectancy theory. So, that's right now for the reasons the behavior is an example of the theory X and Y is like something is good, somebody is working and the other team members are not working. Heisenberg theory, expectancy theory. Heisenberg theory. Theory X and Y. Expectancy theory is expected. I think the answer is B. I'm not recalling the theories correctly right now. That's why my judgment is
Yeah.
halo
So,
effect.
what is halo effect? A few things, as I have been saying, they may not be in the material, but that is why we do the lesson learns of the questions. That is one of the reasons. Halo effect. Halo effect is one of the most interesting fact that is used all over the world. Messi is a famous footballer, or Ronaldo is a famous footballer. So instead of picking the Coke, he picked the bottle of water. What suddenly happened? The stock of Coke went down. Or like if we talk about Indo Park, Amitabh Bachchan or Shah Rukh Khan is in every single commercial, or Kohli is in every single commercial. Why? They are not drinking that water or medicines, and still they are being doing that. Or another example, if you remember Arnold, Arnold is a guy of Terminator 2, who a very famous actor. He went to the politics and become governor. Why? That is halo effect. That if one person is good in one domain, we assume that this person can also work in another domain. This is our human biasing. That is called as halo effect. If someone can do one thing, we automatically assume he can do everything else. That's a human biasing, but that is called halo effect. And the reality is actually the entirely opposite. If someone is very good in one field, he's very bad in every other thing. But we assume and this is called halo effect. So coming to the theory, McGregor theory X and Y says that theory X says that people don't like to do work. We need to continuously focus on them. Theory Y says that let them give us space, let them do work. Herzberg theories of 2 point, hygiene and motivating agent. Expectance theory is that if we expect something, we will get it, and we'll keep doing that thing. That's expectance theory. Nowhere in the questions any of these things are mentioned. So if you look at the question, she was a very valuable team member because of communication skill, that is interpersonal skills and ability to talk to them. So the senior management has basically made her project manager because of those skills of the program. So they had a halo effect. She can do this. She can also do that. Other theory does not make sense to it here. Okay, this one is good one. Yes, Basit?
Sir, why not Herzberg theory, like
Has-
motivation?
What is the motivation there? What was the motivation?
Because she is doing good in her project and she is capable of doing things, then her managers or seniors have promoted.
How Herzberg theory define that? Herzberg theory defines as a person, to me, how I get motivated.
Okay.
So
okay.
what is the correlation here with that?
The motivation factor which will grow a people, right? That will be Herzberg theory, right? Okay.
The Herzberg theory is that what motivates me, like
Yeah, okay.
hygiene agent or motivating agent. Okay,
Got it.
that is Herzberg theory. It has nothing to do with here.
Got it.
Okay. Rania, would you like to solve a question? Rania? Vakas Ahmed? Vakas Ahmed? Please go ahead.
After 1 month of project initiation, as a project manager, you notice that the sponsor is always late for your monthly meeting. Yet you choose to not address this. Instead, you document his delays in the meeting agenda. Which of the following conflict resolution techniques did you use? Okay.
Yes, Chris.
I think it should be
Justify why this and why not this, why not this, why not this. It's a very important thing, Chris. When you are solving a question, look at the question and justify. Okay, I think A is the right answer because of this. B is not the answer because of this. You must have a justification all 4 options. So when you are able to do that, then actually it helps you to solve the question and you reach a next level. Make sense?
okay.
So
Yes.
yeah, do that, please. For
I
me.
think it's withdrawal because smoothing, he's not trying to, be smooth enough to bring a resolution there. Withdrawal is because he's avoiding it and just documenting it in the, he's just documenting the delay of the
Mhm.
delays. Compromising also is not happening because either if it's compromising, it means that, they're coming to a solution. And also this problem is not solved because it's just that it is added.
Mhm. Mhm.
He's not addressing it, although he's just, documenting his delays.
Okay. So let me solve this question also. Which of the following from all the questions, this is the 7th question we are solving. This is the most important question from exam point of view. Everyone, please pay special attention. Which of the following conflict resolution technique did you use? We know this is the conflict management. Let me put the iPad. Okay. Which of the conflict management technique that he used? Okay, we need to use that matrix that we discussed. Okay, okay. Yeah, that matrix that we discussed, we need to use that: smoothing, withdrawal, compromising, problem solving. That is the question here. We need to understand, okay, how we can use any of those things. So let's go back to the first of all understanding what techniques we had at our arsenal. Okay, we have, this was the graph, 2x2 graph. Here we care for others. You can put anywhere, anything, anywhere. Here we care for ourselves. I care for myself. Okay. If I care for others more and I care for myself more, so there is win-win situation. Problem solving, collaboration, confronting, win-win situation. If I don't care for others, I care for myself, I will force the solution. I will force the solution, also known as directing. Forcing or directing. This is win, I lose. The other person is basically losing here. Okay, I am winning here. I am forcing them, okay, do this way. Here, I run away from the solution. We don't talk. Avoid, withdraw. Okay, lose-lose situation. Then we have smoothing. We have smoothing, accommodating. In smoothing and accommodating, what do? We say, okay, we will discuss that later on. Okay, in avoid and withdraw, we don't do anything. In smoothing, we talk, we say yes, that there's an issue, we need to discuss it, but the time is not right, we will discuss it later. Smooth it, cool it down. This is more of a cooling down. Okay, lose-win situation. I say, okay, what you are saying is 100%. I accommodate you. Then compromise. Guys, compromise is the most interesting one into them. Both parties, listen this and understand this. Both parties have to give up something. Both party has to give up something. Make sense? That is compromising. Now let's go back to the question. And let's see what the question is saying. After 1 month of your project initiation, as the project manager, you notice that the sponsor is always late for your monthly meeting. He is doing something wrong. It is not that thing. It should come on time. Yet you choose to not address this issue. You did not talk about that. You did not do anything. You document his delay. You are just putting that in that. Passively, you are working to it. You did not address it. You did not solve the problem, that is eliminated. Both party has to give up in compromising. He did not give up something. Now we are left with two options, smoothing or withdraw. If we have talked to him and he said that, okay, I'll come after 1 month or 2 months on time, I have a mess up schedule, and you say, okay, you can be delayed for few weeks, but after that, please try to come on time. That would have been smoothing. You did not take any action. Okay, any proactive action, so that's why withdraw. Very important question. Anyone has any confusion, you can ask. Anyone has any confusion on this question? A very important question. Clear? Okay, let's go to the next question. Yes, Mansoor.
However, he has not completely ignored the problem. He has documented it. So does that give an indication of
no
taking some action?
smoothing? That's not an action. Na? That does not solve the problem. He needs to talk to them. If he talks to them, and then the sponsor says, and I said, okay, this is a problem, I cannot come, or etc., and then he says, okay, it's okay. Then it's a like he had done something. Documenting is no useful. He is kind of documenting it, maybe use some other day. Maybe avoiding it, maybe I can document as we could not reach a decision because of you. That is avoiding. We are running away from the problem. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Julie.
Yeah, so here he is only accommodating, right? He is
No. He's not accommodating. Accommodation need a conversation. As I was saying to Mansoor, you need to talk to them, and if they don't agree, you say, okay, I'll accommodate you. That's
Oh.
accommodation. He did not even bother to talk to them. He is doing his things passively. Okay. The sponsor even don't know that that is a problem for him. For example, some of the students, if the class starts on time, but some of the students come late. But I have started the class. If they ask me, can you repeat the topic? I never do. I will never repeat that topic at particular at that time. Why? That's your problem. Why you didn't come on time? You know the time. No? I'm not gonna accommodate them. Okay. And I'm not gonna avoid the problem. I'm gonna say it onto your face. You should have done better. Okay. When I'm saying that you should have done better, what is this solution? Is it forcing? Put in the chat box, guys. What is the situation? When I'm telling them on their face, you should have come on time.
Win-win.
Not forcing. It's confronting. It's a win-win situation. They did wrong. I'm telling them, why you made a problem. Come on time, solve it. I'm not forcing something on them. It's their mistake. We are discussing it and they accept it. Both parties accepted. Yes, I should have come on time. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. Yes, Yadusman.
This avoiding or withdrawing, isn't it lose-lose situation?
It's a lose-lose situation. When you are not doing anything, he is doing lose-lose.
But in the question, he did not lost anything.
He lost
He's
that.
still late and he will
If
be
you are
late.
not solving it, you don't have to lose money or something to have a lose-lose situation. If you don't handle the conflict, you are avoiding it. That is called a lose-lose. That you are
But
losing
it should
both
be a lose for the other parties, right?
The relationship is getting damaged. He has no understanding that person is getting a regret for him. But it can damage both parties' relationship in the future. Okay.
Right.
Please lower your hand if you don't have any question. Julie? Hassan Akram, would you like to solve the question?
Sure, go ahead.
Please.
So, what is considered the most effective method of communication on an agile
This
project?
has to be easy, yeah. It's a free question, easy question.
Yeah, this
Tell me your answer.
face to face.
Yes, face to face is the answer.
Yeah.
Okay. The other Hassan? The other Hassan?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Yes, sir. Team is managing a software project following an agile life cycle.
First of all, slow down. Slow down. Now, this is something
Okay.
that we did not discuss in the class. My number one rule of solving the question. My number one rule of the solving the question. Slow down. This is counter to what other people think, that we need to hurry. No, you don't. Slow.
Okay, sir.
Why? When actually you slow down, then you can understand the problem. Okay. When you
Yes.
slow down, then you can see, okay, this is the problem that is happening. And then we solve the problem into that way. Hassan, slow down, read the last line first. Second thing, read the last line first, especially when the question is more than 3-liner. Third thing, understand the context of the question, what the question is actually saying, and then solve the question. Please.
Okay, sir.
Go ahead.
Well,
Loud, yaar, everyone can hear you, na? We are solving question together.
how will Kim likely respond to the change request? Kim is managing a software project following an agile life cycle. After scope definition and during project execution, she receives a request from the customer to alter a requirement. Avoid the change request, welcome the change request, block the change request, steps in stakeholder topic.
Yes.
Take the change request to change control board. We don't avoid the change request in Agile. Welcome to the change may be the option. Block the change is not the option. Take the change request to the control board. There is no control board in Agile. So second one is the answer.
Very well done. Very well done. So guys, now this is someone asked, I guess Anamika, you asked that question. When the question clearly says that agile, and the question is about change request, close your eyes, welcome the change request. But if the question does not says, if the question says that's a hybrid question, or if the question does not specifically say it's a agile project, one more thing, don't miss this thing. The question can be like this. You are working in an agile project, but now you are moving towards predictive. How would you handle the change request? It's a hybrid question. The change request goes to change control board. Make sense? Everyone? Okay. Vinod, would you like to solve the question, brother? Vinod?
Yes.
Please. Go ahead. Oh, this is the not right question. Yes. This one, please.
What should, how to pronounce it?
Whatever
Keegan.
is
Yeah.
the name. Yeah, what should Agi?
What should Keegan do to bring the team as a whole back to performance? After 4 months of project execution, Keegan observed that the performance of some of our team members is dropping, while others kept a consistently good performance. Since this is endangering the overall project progress, avoid interfering in order to give team members a chance to improve their performance. Openly discuss the bad performance of some team members with rest of the team to find a joint solution. Motivate weak team members by implementing a competitive incentive system, offering a bonus for best performing team members. Identify causes of bad performance, solicit systematic feedback, and implement adequate solution based on finding. So since the performance is dropping, while others kept a consistent good performance, I think we should motivate the weak team members.
Okay. So your answer would be C?
C.
Okay. So this is very important. Whenever you are solving the question, always give the justification why A is wrong. Why do you think A is wrong?
Okay.
Why do you think B is wrong? Why you think D is wrong? So even when you are solving the question, don't worry about the time. For now, don't worry about the time. At least in your mind, when you are solving the question, do that. A is wrong because of this. B is wrong because of this. D is wrong because of this. So what do you say here? Put because in every option.
Avoid interfering in order to give team members a chance to improve.
Mm-hmm.
Since this entire
Yes.
this since it's endangering the overall project progress, so we should avoid
not
interference from.
We should not
We
avoid.
should
We should not
yeah.
avoid. Okay.
We should not avoid.
Next option.
Openly discuss the bad performance of some team members with the rest of the team to find a joint solution.
Okay.
After 4 months of project work execution, we also that performance of some of the team members is dropping. I don't know how to correlate that.
I'll correlate for you. Openly discuss the bad performance. Like somebody is not doing good and we say it openly. What happened? They will get demotivated. It's kind of harassing them. We don't want to do that. Okay, we don't want to do that. So that's why B is not the answer. So that's why I'm asking you to do this with me.
Okay.
Because so that now this is not the answer, but you cannot articulate it. I need you to articulate it, because when you can articulate it, you can link everything in PMP. Okay. Next option.
Motivate weak team members by implementing a competitive incentive system, offering a bonus for the best performance team members. Since the performance was dropping, Keegan would have thought by motivating the weak team member by giving some incentives.
Okay.
The team could lift up their performance.
Okay. Okay.
So hence that would be one of be one of the option.
Good. Next.
And identify causes of bad performance and solicit systematic feedback. So chart down the bad performance from each team member and solicit systematic feedback and implement educate solutions based on finding. So wherever they are doing wrong, she should pinpoint and improve on that team member.
So what is the answer? C or D? You see, now when you starting justify it, your mind is not accepting. Your mind is not accepting C as an answer.
It's D.
Yes. Now that is the power of doing the question in a proper way. You slow down, you understand it, because your mindset motivated. Let's work it. Let's work on it. Understand the question. Work out it. Okay, this is not the right answer. This. 90% of the time you will be right by doing this. 10% of the time options are very confusing. If that happens, go with your gut. Whatever your first gut feeling says, but after justifying it, it is very, very critical that you justify why not this option. Okay, like motivate. Now coming back to the option C, why that was wrong. If we motivate the weak performer and not motivating the high performer, we are actually helping those people who are low person and not caring about other persons. And second thing, always remember, whenever a problem occurs, The first step is, like, if the option is put it in the issue log, of course, that is the answer. Identify why that problem occurred. What was the problem there? Identify problem and then solve it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Vinod. Sajad, would you like to solve the question? Sajad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. To increase communication across ambitious projects, a project manager using an agile approach is likely to
Yes.
complexity is generated by the need to address projects with changing deliverables in turbulent environment in which organizations are often attempting to deliver with a limited or stretched resources. The requirements of the project, a fast-moving and changing circumstances, are likely to be less well-defined by the necessity. Then a level of ambiguity gets built into the requirement, and it is often up to the project manager to resolve the issue for and on behalf of the project team. So to increase the communication across ambiguous projects, a project manager is using an agile approach. Communicate daily, communicate digitally and hawk, communicate based on plan, and communicate frequently. So complexity by the need to address projects with the changing deliverables. Daily and hawk. Communicate daily is okay. Daily or not. Communicate digitally and hawk. Communicate based on a plan, and communicate frequently. Because it's a different cycles of and circumstances are changing daily basis. So I believe for me, communicate daily.
Why? I do you need to justify every option, yes, Sajad. I don't care. Let me put it this thing. I really don't care what answer you give. Is it right or wrong? Unless you can justify.
Okay. To address projects and changing deliverables in which organizations are often attempting to deliver with the limited or stretched resources. Communicate daily, not daily, because its circumstances are different. Communication digitally and hawk. I don't have idea about this from digitally and hawk. Communicate digitally mean, and communicated based on plan, and communicate frequently. Not daily, communicate frequently. Communicate based on plan, because every day there is a changes.
First of all,
yeah.
What is this?
An agile approach.
Do we have a plan in agile?
No. No. Okay.
That's why I ask, read the last line first. The last line gives you the heart and soul of the question mostly. So that option is eliminated. We have not heard about this thing. So 90% that's a wrong answer. Now, daily seems like a good answer, but it is fast moving. Things are changing more.
So communicate frequently.
Yeah, frequently covers it. We can communicate that 100 times a day and work into that. Many people put it as a option daily because they think daily is the best thing. Daily is only one time. Okay, daily is, I was working in a hydropower project and we used to communicate daily with our head office was, or PMO was Germany. So when we were working that, when the very critical issues were there, we were communicating them 5 times a day. The frequency was increased. Okay, so we need to understand the context of every single project. I hope, guys, today's questions were a little bit more interesting, not as the same as in batch. Batch was kind of more of a, as I said, tip of the iceberg. That was just the tip of iceberg to put your understanding. These questions will make you more strong. I will say it again. Doing the more questions is always a good thing, but doing the question in the right way is the best thing. What is the right way? If you want to write it down, write it down. Step 1, read the last line first. Okay. Step 1, read the last line first. How to solve the questions? Step 1, read the last line first. Last line mostly gives the context, what is coming in that particular question, what the project manager should do next, what you have done, what you may have avoided for this issue. So it gives a lot of context as a last line. After reading the last line, go to the question. Read the question slowly. Please do not rush. If you rush, first, you will not understand the question. You have to read it again. Read it slowly so that you can understand the context of the question. Step 2, read the question slowly. Step 3, understand what is being asked in the question. Every question is one problem, minimum one problem. Identify what is the problem in this question. Identify what is the problem in the question. Step 4, identify, are you in initiation, planning, execution, monitoring and control, and closing. Mostly you can identify, but even if you can't, no issue, but mostly you can. Step 5, how will you solve the problem? Even without looking at the option, how will you solve the problem? Step 6, very important step. Read the option one by one with a positive bias. Consider each option as the right option unless you have a justification that this is wrong because of this. A is wrong because of this. B is wrong because of this. C is right because of this. D is wrong because of this. Use elimination technique. Okay, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is right. And 90% of the chance you will get the right answer. The next step that is not included in this step, but the most important one, do the RCA, root cause analysis on an Excel file for every single question that you do. And if you do that, I'm sure you will be able to solve all the questions.